Hello, everybody. It's Terry Jenkins, ETAC Inc., USVeteranJobs.com. Part of the series that I'm doing, just kind of sitting in the backyard right now and contemplating and thinking through some of the conversations I've had with vets all week. I just want to do a quick series and just talk about a couple topics that may be a little food for thought. In this one, I want to talk about, job searches, interviews, resumes, and some of the problems I see most vets have. So first off, let's talk about the resume. Number one reason people, especially veterans, have a problem with resumes is because you start the process assuming that you're writing down an autobiography. You're like a new author that's trying to write a book, but you underestimate that nobody out there necessarily wants to read your book, nor do they care about what you did. Um, what they're looking for is essentially a marketing document that is presenting what you're capable of, your skills, your character, your honesty, your reliability. They're trying to get an indication on that from that point of view. You have to understand it depending on the market you're going in. I can speak to IT, but I don't necessarily speak to accounting or other areas that I don't know. But in IT, you're going into a very a confrontational type environment. So not only does it have to pull out what you're good at, you need to do it in a way that is selling you better than the next guy. So first thing on the resume is it's not a it's not an original copy of the Declaration of Independence. Change it, use it, manipulate it. It's an ad. Just like any major company putting out an ad, they'll do A/B testing on it. They'll try one and then try another one, try different messages until you can click. Second thing from that standpoint that goes into the job search is where do you put the ad? Do you target your ad? If you look at the job boards, and most every vet comes out, they build a weak LinkedIn profile because they assume LinkedIn is Facebook for business people and a visual resume. They don't configure it. They don't put certain things in there that make them stick out to the HR and the recruiters out there that have the jobs that they want. Second thing is they go on USA Jobs and Cleared Jobs. Um, that's great. There are some jobs out there that are specifically looking for military, but you're not going to find your normal corporations in that environment. Um, those are jobs looking for clearances and things along that lines. So expand out. LinkedIn by far number one place that employers and recruiters go. Understand it's a very a volatile market, especially in the IT world. The jobs that you see on all the job boards is maybe 20-30% of what's really out there. Some of those jobs are dead ends. Some of them are just, people fishing for resumes. Some of them are equal opportunity. Are hired, but they put an ad out just to make it fair. That means there's 70 to 80% of the jobs that are hidden. Um, Employers and HR, they're like stalkers. You need to figure out a way to attract the stalkers. And I always laugh and I always say that, the funny analogy is, want to attract a stalker, you want to get them to you, turn on the lights, open the curtains, and dance in your underwear. You need to view your strategies that way. How do you get seen? How do you get in front of people? Some of that can be research, some of that can be tactics and strategies that you use. Um, we do a lot of things in our program that we tie you with the company and some of the things that we're putting out. We make you part of our marketing scheme so that you can actually be in front of employers, social media, stuff like this. Um, the third thing that comes into it is the interview. So many of you go out there like you're going in front of a promotion board. That is not what's happening. You're again tied into like one of the other videos I did about culture. You're not understanding the culture that you're in. The job interview is a sales conversation. We are in legalized slavery. They want to leash you like a car for 40 hours a week. They're going to go through the same buying emotions in their head that they do when they're picking a car. Why is this the right car? Why is it the most dependable? Is it affordable? They're going through these same decision matrices in their heads because they're human beings. So you need to sell yourself as the product, just like you'd sell a car. And unfortunately for most veterans out there, the analogy is you got a job at a car dealership. I come pulling up, you come running out the door, and I'm thinking, all right, well, let's see what this guy's got. You can run up to me and you're like, hi, I'm Terry. We have 40 brand new cars. They have engines, transmissions, and tires. Do you want to buy a car? Of course, I don't want to buy a car. I want to get away from you. You're freaking me out. Um, The guy across the road is talking about speakers and air conditioning, and don't worry about it if you text and drive because the car will stop. It'll change lanes on its own. It's oh, you look good in that car. It's great. You call your wife and you say, hey, I got to buy a $70,000 truck. She says, why? It's the most dependable car. No, that's BS. You just want to buy the car because the guy sold you. The first guy actually told you about the things that were reliable and dependable. So you got to understand that it's not just getting the facts out there. It's presenting them. It's connecting. At the end of the day, I got to spend as much time with you, maybe more than I do my wife and children. I need to know that I'm going to like you. I need to know that you're going to fit in the team dynamics. So you need to learn some of these skills. How do you do it? You get around people that can mentor and coach you and guide you through it, teach you the different pieces about the culture. And then you need to go out there and practice. You need to talk to recruiters. You need to talk to companies. Yes, you may need to go through 30, 40, 50, 100 interviews before you get good at it. But that's the way that you're going to accomplish this. So think about those kind of things. Look at it, incorporate them into your job search. Certainly get around somebody that can help you. If you don't want to come through our program, that's fine. Find you other people. Find you people that are successful, that are out there doing the thing that you want to do in 10 years from now. They'll probably be able to coach you on what to do tomorrow. If you want to talk to us, then this is certainly an element that we cover in a big way. No point of educating veterans in a lot of skills like most of these universities and training companies do, and you can't get a job because you can't connect in the culture. What's the point of a bunch of overskilled unemployed veterans? All right. Reach out to us, contact us. We'll be glad to talk into more. You can look at some of the stuff we have in the program. Otherwise, at least take it as food for thought.